What's up? What's up? Welcome back to the Graybeard Podcast. Today I am here with the creators of Hard Pressed Burgers. And I'm going to tell you, this has been like that reel I cut yesterday, like, and put it up there, and then you shared it. Like, I've had more reactions to that than anything. So you guys are well loved.
Thanks, Dan. It's definitely a very good thing to hear all the time.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Thank you again. I know y'all are hard pressed for time. We have one of those. He's still getting used to it. But no, I really do appreciate your time. Thank you for coming out here. And dude, I'm just gonna tell you straight up. Like, I've eaten. You know, we're all kind of at this point. I'm almost 50. I'm like a couple years away. I'm a professional eater, bro. I've been doing it for a long time.
Nice. You look pretty good, though.
Thank you. I work on it. But I'm just saying, like, I've had a lot of burgers, and y'all's was like, we had to make the trip out there and just try it, and it was well worth it. You know, coming from out here where we're at to the beach. Now we're gonna get into a lot of things, but like, I want to first, introduce yourselves and how did y'all get together? How did y'all come together? How did y'all meet? I guess is the right verbiage.
Well, I mean, ironically, we both worked at the French Pantry during like the COVID time.
Okay.
And so I was the chef of the French Pantry, and I hired him, and then we became good friends. And then we would go out, and between the two of us, we actually have a lot of entrepreneurial friends who, like, around here in local Jacksonville, own their own restaurants. And
nice.
Back then, they were also just pop-ups. And so by looking at them and like what we are doing right now and what we were doing at the time when we had jobs, we were working with somebody. I'm like, can't we just do it ourselves? Like, what is Jacksonville missing? Like, we were literally at the bar. You know, I got one homeboy doing Cuban sandwiches. I got another homeboy doing his like pork sandwiches over here. And like what can we bring to the table?
Right.
And, like, he brought up, I was like, well, like this guy over here. I don't know if you guys heard of Nick Lepore, the burger buff.
I have not.
So he's somebody who pretty much went viral for doing his simple same smash burger, one way, one style.
I might have seen him actually.
And, well, if you're ever looking up, he has his one burger. He only does no mods, no anything. But
really?
He's done it consistently, and that's his key. Is what he says. His own blend, his own sauce, and he uses like a great cheese, and of course Martin potato rolls is always a good for a smash burger. But he's been doing it right now. I think it's over like 6 years, and the dude's going like private parties in Korea.
Okay.
And smashing burgers.
Damn.
But so we were inspired by him, and it's like, well, maybe we can do something similar. So we dug a little deeper. We found George Motz. He's another connoisseur in like the movement of the smash burger. Like,
okay.
He didn't invent it, but like it was ticking up as like, you know, the popularity of smash burgers are going around.
Right.
We're like, well, damn, like we could do this here in Jacksonville. So like, you know, in our spare time, we thought about hard press. I think we spent like 2 or 3 months on the meat blend.
Probably more than that, dude. Honestly, like it was. We used to just roll the black sun in his backyard and just grind meat.
There was so much meat, and like it's a good but bad problem because like you can only have so much spaghetti, lasagna, and so many burgers. But like we were grinding our meat like fresh, like when we first started, because that's, you know, we had control of everything, and same thing, like, you know, you can control your quality better at that.
Right.
But you know, like it was so good. My girl finally told me, she's like, all right, I'm tired of burgers, so you guys need to figure it out. This should be your last blend. And lo and behold, our last blend that we did, it actually worked out.
That was the she was like sprinkled it with fairy dust.
Pretty much.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So you hired him.
Yeah.
And then y'all just became buddies, or what?
Yeah, we both have a lot of restaurant background.
Okay.
I ended up getting a job working for him. He's a great friend. He's a shitty boss. I'm just kidding. I wasn't. He's pretty cool.
It happens.
It
happens.
Yeah, I don't think we started talking about hard press. I think I was already gone at that point, right? We were just. I think we were just hanging out.
You were just transitioning back to Conquering Penn.
Yeah. So we worked together for about like a year and a half. I tried to dip once, and they wouldn't let me. It was like right.
You can't leave.
It was right during COVID, and
wow.
so I was like, maybe I should just stay where I am able to work at. And then I left like shortly after. Yeah.
Oh, cool. So you guys worked together, and then you decided you had now you said you had entrepreneurial friends. Were they kind of the ones that inspired you to kind of do that? They were like, dude, you guys are good. You need to have your own thing.
I have one of my best friends has been like working on his own for a long time. He's not in the restaurant industry, and he's always been like, yo, you gotta abuse your talents. You gotta abuse your talents. Like,
Abuse your talents.
yeah, or utilize, I guess, depending on your entrepreneurial spirit. how you
Some
wanna
people
look
are a
at it.
little more hardcore than others.
Yeah, I mean,
Abuse it.
he does it and he's successful. So, so I was always kind of like, all right, I want to do my own thing. I want to do my own thing. And then, I don't think we had anybody really, because we kind of just kept it secret.
Mm.
I think we made an Instagram page, then we posted it, and obviously a whole bunch of our friends were like, oh, we'll come out and get a burger. Because when we first started, I think we only made like 30 double burgers. Like that's all we prepped to take out, and we ended up selling them all. So that was pretty cool. We were like, oh wow, we made $300, dude.
Hell
We
yeah.
can do it.
Well, the crazy part about it was when we
Stay
did
woke.
our
There you go.
when we did our first post on the Instagram, we what was it? The Island Bar? What was it?
Yeah.
Then are you familiar with
R.I.P.
that?
dude.
In
R.I.P.
Riverside?
Island
I'm
Bar.
not.
It's
I don't. I try to stay away from Riverside.
Oh, okay.
Well, I try to stay away from Orange Park, so fair enough.
I know.
too.
Coming
I
on
feel you.
Blanding,
I
was
feel
like,
you.
damn.
Yeah, me too. I hate it. I mean.
But yeah, that was it was just a dive bar right there off of
Mhm.
Roosevelt, just in the middle of nowhere. And then if you know about it, you'd go. But like we set up there 30 burgers, and like they hit us up out of nowhere, and I think it was like 3 hours we sold out, and like that was 30 burgers.
Yeah.
And then that slowly evolved as more people was like, hey, well, can you pop up here? Can we pop up? I think it was Keg and Coin.
Yeah.
We,
Our second one I think we did was Eraser Records. That
Yeah.
was the second one we did.
And then we just kept building off of that. And
Yeah.
then, like people were curious. They're like, what are these guys waiting in line for? It's like something smells good, but like, what are they really waiting in line for?
That's
And
always the selling point. That line.
yes. And so like we've got to the point where like one of the OG spots is Beer 30 in San Marco.
Okay.
And so we used to pack that out like every other Friday. It was nuts.
Nice.
Yeah, it was going crazy. Like that was a very good time.
Yeah. I mean, I'm shocked that when I went, but it was close to closing time. Like we literally got there like 30 minutes before they shut it down. Now, the place where you're at now, the Ink Factory, is that like? How do y'all figure that out? We're gonna hold on. We're gonna bounce around a lot about time
Okay.
timelines. We're gonna bounce around. But like, how do you like? Are you guys there all the time? Like, did y'all have a contract with them, or you just say, hey, we're just we're just gonna hang out here because it's close to home, or how do you figure that out? Like,
Well, we got pretty lucky. Chase and Chancho King hit him up, asking like I guess he knew the owner, Aaron from Ink Factory,
okay,
and Aaron was looking for some kind of like food partner, so he reached out to him, and then Jason relayed the message to us, and then we had a meeting with them, and it seemed like it is, but like the partnership was just like there at the beach. It was one market. Like by this point, we've been popping up. I think it was like a year
Yeah.
Mhm.
at this time, and like we were growing. But the one market we can't really go is the beach because you need like permits,
oh,
and it's so hard. And
Yeah.
it's not only hard; it's just like tedious to take time because you have to have a permit for every pop up.
right,
And so the idea was like, all right, well, if you guys need a food partnership, that takes care. We just get one big permit for the year, and we'll just pop up here.
right,
And then also they actually helped us with the food truck.
Mhm.
So what they did is they leased it's their food truck pretty much. It's
Really?
Like, yeah. I was like, we'll build it out for you guys, make sure, and like they really helped us with that
Wow.
location, and they're like constantly trying to watch us grow with them and stuff.
That's so cool. Yeah, I mean, I love that they're like almost collabing with you. Like, hey, we want to see you grow, and
It's a bunch of locals.
Yeah.
We're all just trying
Trying
to
to make it.
Yeah, we're all trying to make it. But like, if it's easier, if like one of our friends or people who are already in the industry
Mhm.
and they know somebody has a great like product, dude, it's the match
Oh,
made
yeah.
in heaven.
I mean, if I had the money, I'd be shelling it out to y'all for real.
Well, if you ever get in, feel free to
I
shoot
mean,
it our
when
way.
I get a little money, it's coming this way. And then when I get enough, but yeah, it's so okay. So I have sorry, I have got like a little ADHD on me, and I have a lot of questions that I want to ask y'all before because I don't know how much time you have. But okay, how did the idea of a food truck though? Why not like a brick and mortar?
You mean, are you talking about like after Ink Factory or just from the jump?
From the jump.
I think when we first started, we were only doing probably 2 events a week, maybe, because we were still both working full-time jobs. So it was like we were like, all right, let's do these events. We didn't pay ourselves from hard press. We just whatever we made, we just shoved into a bank account. And then I think we did want to do a brick and mortar, but and we would get lines out a lot. Like a lot of places we went to, we'd pack it out with lines, and so we were pretty confident in the concept, but we were also trying to make sure that it wasn't just like we were like new and exciting, so people kept coming out. So,
Right.
um, I think when we talked about the food truck, when we got the offer from Ink Factory, we were kind of comparing like, okay, do we have the funds to do this, or I mean, we had no connections at that point.
Right.
And so the food truck actually ended up being beneficial because it's been there for what, 2 years now, I think.
Yeah.
And it's just consistently crushed it every week. So it was, I mean, I'm not sure when we made the decision to just, I think it was the first opportunity, and we were like, hey, this is like low overhead, startup for us. We can just hop in. But it really helped prove that our concept had like some kind of viability because, I mean, 2 years, our numbers haven't dwindled. I mean, they've gone up pretty much over the past 2 years. So it really kind of gave us like a good foundation to kind of build the brand and like work on what we want to do next.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah, I mean that's always interesting to me. I always because you see them now. The food trucks are popping up everywhere, and then you've got like the whole like Mr. Beast model where he kind of just like I don't know how he does it. Like he goes into a place and like rents it out and does his thing. I don't know, or he just kind of like
I think they do like ghost kitchens.
Okay.
For
That's
his, like
the-
his Mr. Beast burgers and stuff. And,
yeah.
like, that was very popular during COVID. I knew stores who did that just
Yeah.
to supplement like their other costs and stuff like that.
Right.
And so like it's a lot like more financially stable for us to just bootstrap it.
Right.
Like we don't come from any kind of money, or we're just two regular guys. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
We
so-
named it Hard Press for a reason.
For a
We were
reason.
actually looking for money.
I mean, it works. I mean, it's like a double thing there.
Oh, yeah, that's-
hard pressed.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, okay. So, how did y'all come up with the like your signature burger, the hard pressed burger itself? Because like we were talking about inside, y'all don't have like you're not like one of these places where you go. It's not like Rallies or Checkers where you're like, I don't want no tomato, no lettuce. I want just onions and pickles. It ain't. Do you get the burger? It is what it is.
Yeah.
So we actually were like a big fan of George Moats, who's kind of like the smash burger like godfather, I guess you could say. He's the one who kind of popularized them. And the
I'll get on to y'all.
I
Man.
appreciate
I
it.
just want people to hear you.
Yeah, no problem. And so we were both like big fans of his. I mean, we both, like I said, we're in the culinary world. So I think we were just chatting about it one time, and we were like, "Hey, have you ever done like?" I think he asked me, he's like, "Have you ever had like an Oklahoma fried onion burger?" And then I was like, "I think I know who George Moats is," because I'd seen him in a video, and so we kind of had chatted about it. And then I went home, and I like kind of delved into some videos, and I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna make this at home," and I made it for my girl, and she was like, "This is the best burger I've ever had." And so, and that was, I think it was literally just like meat, cheese, onions, and I think I just put like some Duke's mayo on it.
Uh-huh.
And so I think we came back together after that, and I was like, "Yo, that was really good." And so we kind of delved into the world of like smash burgers. Nick Lepore, the burger buff, we set our focus on him because he only does private events. We actually went to one of his events, or he does like I guess random pop-ups, but he doesn't do storefront. He's very anti-storefront. And a lot of the smash burger places or any burger places, it's like special sauce. Like it's pretty much it. It's like
too much.
it's just like they all have a special sauce, which is all like usually some variation of like a Thousand Island like kind of sauce.
Mm-hmm. Which I'd hate.
Yeah, which we
I can't stand Thousand Island.
I mean, we went through like millions of versions of the sauces, and then like I mean, we both come from like we both do like French cooking, so we were like, let's just put garlic aioli on it because we didn't want to do anything that was gonna like cover up the flavor of the beef, and we were grinding our own beef at that time, so
right.
that was like the thing we were trying to like showcase. So we were like, let's not like put like essentially just mayonnaise, ketchup, and
Right.
mustard, mix it all together. So I think that's how we like landed on just doing like our aioli. It's his pickle recipe. People love those pickles.
They love the
I tried to
pickle.
listen. I know they do. When I was there, I was going to get my girl a whole container because again, shout out Ryan Newhouser,
Yeah.
Husa Creates. He did like a whole pickle series where he was like eating the pickles and he used the pickle juice for like eggs, and I'm like, what do you do, dude? I want to eat these pickles now. And I asked the boys, and they're like, bro, we're out. I'm like, God. So y'all sell out of them things.
We do, yeah. It was a good plan to have because, like, hiring more staff in, like, from trying to figure out more costs and how to increase sales. Because like at the end of the day, we're a burger joint.
Yeah.
You know, we have burgers, and like how else are you going to increase your check average? You know, we make people love our pickles.
Start selling merch. Do you?
Yeah, we do. Sell
Oh,
merch.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna. Is it on your website?
They usually should have it out, but
Okay.
like, you know, you have to really get on them.
Because I like
you
to
need put the shirts out.
Listen. I'm just telling you, I'll buy some shirts and wear them on this show as often as possible. Like I do that a lot for a lot of. I mean, right now I'm wearing my own brand, but I do it all the time.
We'll make you a care package, and
Don't you
next
do
time
that?
you come out of the
No,
truck, we'll
I'm
bless
all
you
about.
with it, too.
I'm all about like I want to support.
All right, dude.
So I got you. I
I'll
got
tell the
you.
guys.
I can afford a shirt.
Don't charge them.
I can afford a shirt. Yeah, no, for sure. Like, so what else? What else are you besides like the fries and the pickles? You know, like what are you doing to like you said, kind of supplementary, not I guess income. Yeah, I mean, sales, what have you.
Well, we really just put ourselves out there. Honestly, like, we know we're a growing industry, but at the same time, like, we have to make sales somewhere, and like, whether it be like certain contests we do, or like advertise like ourselves and not pay anybody to do that part. Like that's the money we're saving on there. But like, we just did. We're gonna do another one for October, a golden ticket thing, and so we.
Are we scooping this right now?
I mean, this is like
good.
Here's the
You heard it
announcement.
here first.
You heard it here first if you're tuning in. But no, we're gonna do it next month. But like, free burger, fries, it's pretty much a free meal over there. But like the first time we did it, dude, like there was about 20 people in each location just trying to just look and figure out what it was. And I can't hide worth crap, so I hid the beach one, very noticeable. I got so much flack for that, but like, I learned.
Oh, so you're gonna hide the golden ticket?
Yeah, so we hide them like in an area of town. Like I live in Riverside, and then he put one at the beach, and we were supposed to just post like a little, like if you live in the area or if you pass by it, you might know what it is. But this dude puts it on a trash can or something, like
right
in front of the amphitheater or whatever it is at the beach, and he just like pans up. So it's
nice.
like literally,
you just might as well just put it in the comments and tag your location.
But even that, just something like that, like the people that won it, they came very often, and if not for them, I'm just giving this because I want to give it to my friend. I've been telling him it was that good. It's that kind of word of mouth that what we like, and then also just making great food itself, to making the best. Like the reason why the menu is so simple is because we're super. If we're making a cheeseburger, it better be the best cheeseburger you ever had. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Yeah, my friend BC with Time. You guys know Time Place, the sunglass company. Yeah, he does similar things to that, where he did a collab with somebody, an artist, that they did like skateboards, and he would hide them around Jacksonville.
Nice.
And they were really like limited editions. I don't know. I don't ever have time to run out and get that. I'm like, fuck it, I'll just pay for it myself.
Well, that's why I try to give the people. I think the last time I did it was like Memorial Day. It was on a Monday, but everyone was off. So I was like, all right, everyone's off, so everyone has a chance. So I do kind of be mindful.
Well, it does kind of. It adds a little excitement, and people. It's like when you involve the community in anything that you're doing, they feel like they're part of the like team kind of, and I love that kind of community involvement. So I really think that's dope, and you should. When should we say when you're doing it, or like?
I'd be about to look out for it. Let's see.
Just don't say the where.
I'd probably say the first somewhere in the first week of October.
Okay.
This will be a really special one. Maybe I'll do some posts soon after this next coming week, actually.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna Willy Wonka that thing, your golden ticket. So be on the lookout. BOLO, whatever. For the golden ticket. Okay, so geez, well, I was totally off guard, off track. That happens during our lives. Sometimes I forget where I'm at, so I apologize.
It happens to the best of us.
It does. So you said that you were a chef, and I know, and were you a chef or a sous chef, or what? Like, what was your role?
So I started cooking at I worked the first restaurant I ever worked at was it was over off King Street. It's not there anymore. And then I started working at Orsay over in Riverside.
Okay.
As a dishwasher, and then I pretty much worked there for almost 5 years. I kind of worked my way up, and then I hopped around. I've also done like front of house too at Congreve and Penn, which is a farm on the north side. But I'm like kind of like a cooking nerd. Like I have a ton of cookbooks. I like all the weird stuff. Like Like I'll use like the weird cooking chemicals and make like cheese sauce and stuff, like so it like never breaks.
What is that called? There's like a restaurant.
Like molecular gastronomy.
Molecular
I don't do
gastronomy.
like that kind of stuff, but I
Mm.
do like the science like behind it.
Like
for
making
sure.
your own mayonnaise and stuff.
Yeah, I mean we that's kind of like culinary fundamentals, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, like chefs or anyone who cooks, they are to a point a scientist.
Yeah.
You know when we
Or a witch.
Yeah.
that too.
That's
Yes.
honestly, I like witch a lot better than
Warlock.
scientist, dude.
Okay, my bad.
All right.
Warlock, sorry.
2025.
Masculine version. I didn't mean to, assume your witchly pronouns.
You're definitely a witch, dude, for sure.
That's hilarious. So is that like kind of like the path of a chef is to kind of work? I mean, did you go through the same stuff he went through?
Yeah, I mean, like I've always been like, you can ask my family and everything. It's like, what do you want to be when you grow up? I'm like, a chef. And
Really?
so like it went through that. And
You were
so
that guy.
I was that guy.
I
And
never knew what the hell I wanted.
I wasn't that guy, dude.
I remember very vividly my like of course in high school math teacher. I'm farting around in class. He's like, you better pay attention or she'll be flipping burgers for a living. It's like, what if I want to flip a burger?
That actually sounds pretty good.
And then she's like, hello, well, it's like, look at me now.
Yeah.
But no, I went there after high school. Went to culinary school here in Jacksonville, Florida.
Nice.
Went to the FSCJ program, very good. Completed it through there, and then through that program, I met some great chefs. Eddie Escriva of Taqueria Cinco. He worked with him for years. I was his sous chef. I learned a lot from him.
Yeah.
And then I've also worked at Black Sheep, a sister company at Orsay, and we talk about it all the time. Like we could have been working next to each other, not even known.
You're right.
And so then after that, recently, like I said, the French Pantry, I started there, and I worked there for about 5 or 6 years throughout the whole pandemic and stuff like that. That's where we met. But I trained under the chefs that were there. There was two of them, husband and wife combo. It was Tim and Barbara Felfer.
Okay.
And both of them super awesome and super like knowledgeable about baking, cooking. And I was a little starstruck because like I thought they're just like, cool chefs and stuff like that. But then I found out, because they used to tell stories about where they used to work.
Oh, wow.
And I found out they opened Spago in California,
Oh.
and they directly worked with Wolfgang Puck.
Oh, shit.
And so I confronted them about this, and it's like, yeah. It's like, I definitely.
So you had to find out. They didn't tell you.
They didn't know. They did not tell me. I mean, like, they tell us stories about, like, we're in California. We did Madonna's wedding. And I'm just like, okay, sure.
The wheels started spinning.
But then, like, I found out that I asked him, I was like, yeah. And he gave me a cookbook. He's like, this is one of the cookbooks that Wolfgang gave to me. And so I looked through it, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, these are all your specials you're doing. And I was like, you stole that man's written.
That's hilarious.
But no, Tim was very good with his flavors and like what he brought to Jacksonville himself. I mean, he's the creator of the French Pantry. And
Yeah.
like, if you don't know about that place
I've
place
never
is
been.
delicious.
I'm a brokey. As the boys on OG Sessions podcast, they like to say it. I'm a brokey. I can't get into those places. They won't let me in. My credit score is not high enough. Kidding. So, okay. You had mentioned French cuisine that you were like, that's kind of where your expertise kind of went that direction. How did you, is it because of the French?
Well, technically, I mean, for me, yeah, and the FSG program was like French techniques and stuff like that. But like,
how did they come up with that? How did they decide that?
A lot of the French like
At
cooking
the school. Yeah, it's weird.
Well, I think most French cooking is like it's like really foundational for like a lot of other like I think that if you go to culinary
It's
school,
like the basics, and then you can build from there.
kind of. I think it's like the most put together, and then you
Mm-hmm.
can like branch off and learn how like other cultures do it. But I think if you're going to culinary school, it's generally like the way they teach you because it's probably the most used. I don't know. I didn't go to culinary school.
you just
Yeah.
learn like the term like mise en place, and then like you learn the 5 like mother sauces, and like you said, from there.
Mother
you just-
sauces. That's a new term I've never heard.
Yeah, it's look them up. They all like.
Oh, I'm going to. I'll have to go
Mornay,
back and.
tomato, Espanol, and all.
Yeah.
It's just very basic sauce, but from there you could turn it into a béarnaise. You can turn these sauces into a garlic aioli. Like
Okay.
the garlic aioli, like I said, it's not just mayonnaise and we put garlic in it.
Right.
It's a French technique that we use, and we get it and we confit the garlic.
Yeah.
And so we're doing it at low temperatures in our oil, and then the garlic gets infused with the oil.
Mm-hmm.
Then what we do is we puree all the garlic. We put a bunch of that in there, and then we use little egg, little white balsamic vinegar in there, and then we suspend it with our garlic oil.
You're like giving away the sauce, bro.
I mean, I could tell you, but it ain't gonna be the same.
True story. That is true. That is true. That's why they put the ingredient labels on, like, the freaking mayonnaise and shit.
Yes.
I don't know. Like, I'm curious because, like, she really gotten into cooking, and like I basically built that kitchen for her so she could have enough.
I was looking
space
at your
to cook.
cookbooks in there. I was like, oh wow, someone's really learning.
That's
over here.
her. It's all her. I don't cook shit. I used to grill, but now I'm like, I don't have to, But she's just found this passion for it, and I was like, you love this. Why don't you I will buy you a food truck. Like, we'll find one that's done, and I'll just like refit it and paint it and whatever. But like, I have an idea, and I'm not gonna say, but because I don't want somebody else to steal it, because we might end up doing it one day.
Dude, just tell us what it is.
Of course, of course you would say it. It's similar to what y'all are doing with the limited menu.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like I'll just. I don't care.
No, you don't gotta tell us.
Well,
I'm
she'll
just
probably never do it
joking.
unless I make her do it. But my thing was like, you cook one specific type of food. On Tuesday, it's this, and you cook that one food all day long, and that's it. That's all you cook. That way you don't have to worry about a menu all day and like, what would you like? And it comes the way it's cooked.
Well, there's something to be said for that, because you can plan for it, and then. Honestly, when I was like, the executive chef of the French Pantry or just any restaurants, like, what you got is this menu that has like 20 to 30 items on it. And like, do you really are you making those 20, 30 items the best you can? Or 10 out of those items are going to be hitters and the other like 20 are just meh.
Right.
And then it affects your bottom dollar too, because if you just got stuff that you don't use that's just sitting over there, dying.
And so, like, for us, our burgers, like, it was hard for us to scale everything up. Not too much harder, but we don't have the buying power as like other restaurants have and stuff like that. So when we finally like had the whole year of consistency and everything, it's like, all right, now we have some kind of arguability to any of. Because now we don't grind our meat anymore. We have a partnership with
Allen Brothers.
Allen Brothers.
Okay.
And so they grind our meat freshly every day, and so it's still a custom blend, but they are using we're a high fatty blend, so they're using like ribeye and brisket in the blend as well.
Really?
So it's actually like it's not just like just a tube of meat or certified Angus or anything like that. It's a high quality beef that we're using.
Yeah, that was like a big point of contention for us too, because when we got the food truck at Ink Factory, we kind of realized we couldn't keep up with grinding. I mean, because we double ground everything. I don't know,
wow.
I don't know if you've ever ground beef or any.
Yeah, I used to work at old WD.
Okay. So I mean,
when dirty.
If you don't keep it like cold enough on the second grind, it's just smear. I mean, it's a nightmare, and it was a nightmare for the first few weeks, and then we kind of got hung up on what we were gonna do for that, and then
plus, what kind of grinder did you have? Like we
had a
one of the big giant barrel grinders.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't.
It wasn't like an industrial.
Okay.
No, it's still a home one, but the best home one we.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean it was pretty. I mean it was pretty big. It was pretty fast, but it needed to be like cold during the process, and we had no way to keep it cold.
Right.
But we also didn't want to use anything that was just like shoved into a tube like however long ago. That was like our big. And so we found them. We've actually kind of hopped around. This is our second time being with them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we landed on them. They're pretty good though. They're consistent, which is like a really good.
Is that
thing.
like a local beef company here?
I believe that it's local out of Georgia.
Okay, well that's close enough.
Yeah,
close enough.
Yeah,
we'll call it
in the South. It's still here.
Yeah, I mean, if we got local beef, we'd have to charge $25 for a burger. Unfortunately,
yeah,
we tried our hardest. I mean, we were getting it out of St. Augustine for a little while from one of my old chefs, and it was a pretty good price. That was like as close as we could get for sure.
And how did y'all land on your pricing? Was it just literally just so we can make some money a little bit, or like because it's not like terrible prices? Like your prices are like after eating it, I was like, this should be more.
Well, I mean, that was the thing when we developed the menu. I was like, what is like like we're pricing out everything. What is a fair price for our burger?
Right.
It is a 3 ounce when it's a single, but like we tell people, and the most little frustrating part about the burgers we do is a lot of people like to get singles, and I get it. And, you get a single cheeseburger, sure, but it's not that kind of cheeseburger.
She did that and said, "Damn it, I should have got the."
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But like, like I tell my guys, like, all customers are new customers. We're not McDonald's. We haven't been there, but they didn't know. Like, so I tell everybody, like, look, I'm not trying to upsell you, but the double patty is the way to go. If you want to get a single cheese, meat and cheese only, like, it's gonna be very plain, and you're not gonna have a great time.
Well, your guys in the little mobile deal outside of Ink Factory, they said that to her.
Yeah.
So you got them trained right.
Yeah.
They know the spiel. They're like, this is it.
It still does happen, and
Yeah.
and like we're not the ones that, like, with the old kitchen, when you bring it back and like, oh, it's supposed to be this, and yell at you for not. I was like, all right, well, like let's do it, but like, what can we do to kind of train our guests to get used to our menu? Because like I said, we're still new. There's still people right now having us for the first time.
Right.
And so like we get that question, but at the same time, like, just be patient. Like it'll go away maybe in like 2 or 3 years. Who knows? But like like those people still want.
What'll go away? What will go away in 2-3 years?
The question.
Oh, I was like, don't say that.
Not hard pressed.
Dude, no. That needs to become a staple, bro.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, y'all are crushing it. I'm not like trying to kiss the ass. I'm just saying it's good food. Is anybody popping up in the comments over there? Do you see anything?
I can't even see no comments.
Okay, don't worry about it then. We'll worry about it. If you're watching and you're commenting on YouTube, we'll have to answer you later. I'm sorry. Normally we have a little comment bar up there, and I just like to address the audience because there was quite a few people that were like, hey, I'm coming in, and I'm like, all right, cool, come on in.
Let's go.
You don't got to message me, just come in.
Yeah.
But we get a lot more on the back end than during the live. It's just easier for me. I don't have to edit shit.
Yeah, nice.
I'm lazy.
It's already out there, dude.
Yeah.
All this cutting and stuff like that. No, thank you.
Oh yeah, no. Is this the first podcast y'all have ever done?
We did OG sessions.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's what I thought. Okay. I thought so. Like I said, I just was like, I'm looking through y'all's page, and I'm like, I got to stop doing this, but I was really hard pressed to find like who the hell. I was like, who are these people? Who owns this? And I was like, maybe this guy, because you were in one. I think you were in one, but y'all are very under the radar when it comes to like the business. Like you like the business to kind of speak for itself.
100. I mean, like, we've just seen other owners of their own businesses and restaurants, and we've seen what more interaction with if there's a problem, we'll rest assured it's going to get fixed.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, if people we try not to be too publicly involved with our business unless
I'm pretty low key. Yeah. He likes to shake his ass on Instagram for sure.
Hey man,
nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
No, I mean he kills it. It's funny.
No, that whole that whisper thing was hilarious.
Oh yeah, that
was
perfect.
Yeah.
I loved that.
Well, that was another thing. I was like, I need to get these corn dogs sold. Dude. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, what's gonna do it? It's like I looked at them. I was like, that's got to be it.
It's perfect. It was
Hot
fucking
dog sales
perfect.
are up.
Yeah.
Are they really? That's hilarious. That's why I used it. I was like, that's funny.
Yeah.
So I mean, and I love that. And when I see people that are doing a business and they do stuff that's like actually funny, because so many people try to be funny and it's just like, it didn't work. But I give them credit. But no, I laughed. I really LOL on that one for sure. How do y'all's marketing and stuff like that? Like, are y'all it? Are you the front line in the back?
Pretty much. We're it. Sometimes we have his friend Dion. Dion Epps. He shoots some more of the commercial style reels for us and stuff like that. But for the majority, it's just me doing
from your phone and
from
just
my
making
phone.
reels.
I got my stuff, and if he wants to post something, he's gonna post something. But like I said, we're their owners, and we're trying to we don't have a lot of money. We're bootstrapping this, so
right.
We have to save somewhere. So I guess we're the social media person for right now.
And that's the best way to do it. I mean, have you found that that's the best form of communication to your customers? Because really that's it, isn't it? I mean, social media. I mean, what do you do? We don't have fucking ads in newspapers really anymore. I mean,
no, it's usually just the social media, and it's the best tool, and it's also the worst tool because it's another job. But at the same time, it is the best tool because you can get your commercials out, and if people really like you, they'll reshare it, or it's like, hey, this is the burger place I was talking about. And then even the influencers, they're all awesome. We have a bunch of influencers come out and repost us and
so
stuff.
you like that?
Yeah, and when they do that, we support them, and they support us at the same time. We're all, like I said, we're all just local. We're all just trying to get Jacksonville on the map.
Yeah.
And hopefully we're all going the right way because I hear a lot more things about Jacksonville than being. I was like, what is that? Is that the city in Florida?
Right.
Yeah, I think when we first started too, we were trying to keep our Instagram like really like selective to kind of like build a brand. You know, we were just starting, so we're being like very selective about what we posted.
Keeping
but
it
then,
professional.
like kind of, we were like trying to be funny, but in like a cool way, you know, or like we're trying to be like like nonchalant or something, kind of on there.
Right.
And then he does a lot of his videos. I think it's really rad because like people, they come out to events. It's not like we're removed from the actual operation. So if you come out to like Atlantic Beach on Sunday, it's me and him out there. So you like see this guy on Instagram, but then you come out and then he's there. So it's not just like you know what I'm saying?
Superstar.
Yeah. So I think and we made like a lot of friends doing it, and I think people like see us actually working and they like that a lot. So
Yeah.
and on Instagram, like when people see you, they're not like, oh, who is that person? Like,
Yeah, like when I went out there, I told her, I was like, I don't know if these are the owners
Oh,
or
yeah.
not. I was gonna talk to them and be like, hey, you guys are coming on my podcast, and I was like, I don't know. At that point in time, I was like, I was unsure.
maybe his brothers, they look similar. His brother's got better hair, but I mean,
I don't know.
shout out to Josh.
His
Dude.
hair looks pretty rad to me, dude. I'm just saying. No, yeah, but you do like to get involved with, like, as far as that goes, like the community. Anyways, I know for me, it is that way. Like I love getting involved, and I was like ready to make a reel that day, and I'm like, our friend over at Husa Creates, Ryan. I'm the same way on camera, out in public. Like, it's so funny. I don't know if you've seen any of his reels where he was standing near you guys, and he's got a camera set up, and he's like trying to talk to himself, basically on camera. It's nerve wracking.
Oh yeah.
And people that can do that, like, that's why I'm in here. I'm like, I want to talk to y'all, but like, no one's around.
Well, because people are always judging, but at the same time, I did ask my brother. It's like, did you see that man set up? He's like, yeah, I didn't know what he was doing. It's like, this is what he was doing.
Well, I mean, he's good about that because we do markets, and he'll always like post a video on Instagram, and he's like literally because like I'm not gonna do that, and where he's walking through, there's like a whole bunch of vendors out there, and he's like doing it. He's like, hey, Jacksonville, what's up?
Yeah.
Hard pressed here, and like I'm glad that I got you here to do that. Dude.
Well, there's something to that. Like when you're doing it on the fly, like
Yeah.
like like I just did one before this, and I can talk like nobody's business. But when I try to sit down and record it,
I got you.
When I know I can do takes,
Oh, I got you.
I'm like, I get nervous because I'm like, I've been in a park before, and one person walking by with their dog, I'm like, kind of pull the tripod down. Like, I'm not weird, I swear.
You're like one of those influencers looking
That, yeah, I mean, because everybody wants to be an influencer now.
Yeah.
That's like the thing. And for you guys, it's just literally promotion.
Yeah.
And being an influencer, it's a side effect. It will be if you keep putting your faces in the videos. People are gonna, they love.
It's funny now because like now I'll go out with my girlfriend and we'll go places like, hey, you look familiar.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean I look familiar? I was like, I don't know. I've seen you somewhere. I was like, I don't know.
Whisper for me. Tell me about a corn dog, but in a whisper. Do you ever like walk around with your gear on and people are like,
all the time? Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
100%.
I do too, and no one ever recognizes me. Yeah, there's like 3 people in Jacksonville that love this show.
We'll get.
Hey, we'll give it a like.
Yeah, let's do
we'll
a
love it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, it's hard to build. Like I said, I've been doing this right around 5 years, but this podcast is like 4 years old, but 2 years doing this, it used to just be me, no video, just talking, and I would, when you're in here by yourself and you're just talking, you get real, like it's like a robot.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, that's not me though. This is more me. I'm more relaxed doing this, which is weird. You're like a fucking camera in my face. But
Yeah.
anyways, but yeah, man. So what's on the horizon for Hard Pressed Burgers?
We
Or
got
should
some
we not say? It's top secret.
We do have something in the works, and we hope we can lock in something.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't say 'cause
No.
it could fall apart tomorrow. But
Yeah, that's
but,
always
yeah.
sketchy.
I would keep your eyes on us.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know, like, you know what I'm
100%.
saying? Like
And we say that all the time, but this time we're being for real.
Well, anytime you make plans to do anything, it could fall apart.
I mean, we've had for like a brick and mortar, we've had like probably at least like 5 or 6 deals that we've gotten like
Did
we've
he
had
just leak something?
no
Okay.
no.
Just saying.
We've been like offered
Don't Tom Holland this.
we've been offered we've been offered like some really cool, interesting deals that we've like turned down just because either like the location wasn't right, or
Right.
there's always like something, or some of them have fallen through. So at this point, we're not gonna say anything until there's like some pen to paper.
I almost like after sitting here talking to you guys, like I almost feel like if you got a brick and mortar, it would like almost hamper you because you're like the traveling Wilburys over here. Y'all, I mean, you can go wherever you want. You're not tied to one location. If you know that like a certain location, there's going to be like pop ups, like you said, those are hot commodities. And there's so many food trucks out here in Jacksonville now. Like do y'all? Okay, this is something that just popped in my head, but it was a question I thought about. Is there like a network of food truck people? Like, do y'all like communicate with one another? Or y'all friends? Or y'all
There are like we have food truck friends. There is like a tighter network, but I think we're like a little like removed from it.
like on the outside a little bit?
Just kind of. I think we do like we like target different events because we do our pop up a lot still. And one thing that I think we do that a lot of other people won't do is somebody can hit us up for like a baby shower for like, they're like, hey, I want 20 burgers. And so, for us, it's not like, I mean, we're not really making money off of it, but, if we're free that day, we go do it. Like, we'll just take our tent out there and, and even if we do get a brick and mortar, I think we try to maintain that because it's like, just in terms of like community, I think that's one thing that's really kind of strengthened our brand a lot. It's like, I mean, we have so many regulars who are like, you did our wedding or you did our son's like high school graduation where there's 30 people, and we don't ever want to get away from where it's like we're just like this big like burger mill now. We really like to be in like those little areas, but I think
keep
we are
it humble.
Yeah, we have a lot of food truck friends, or a decent bit, but I think we kind of are a little removed from like the
main circuit
for sure. Yeah. I mean, we're probably, now that we have our second food truck and we've been kind of scheduling out, we've kind of been getting into the same, areas that they're in now. There's a few of them that we kind of just keep our eye on because we're like, all right, every time we find a new event, we're like, we look at it and they're like, oh, these guys are there. So like, clearly they know where to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you feel weird like when you go to an event or something like that and there's another, I don't know if there are any other like,
well, usually
there's no other hard pressed burgers, but I mean, I don't know if
No.
there's someone who's a close competitor to what you do and you get there and you're like, fuck.
No, I don't think no.
That's never happened. But like, they also try to keep it like the market directors. They don't try to do two burger food trucks.
I got you.
If
I
there's
got
already
you.
one burger food truck, then they won't reach out to you.
Yeah.
And so, but we've never had that problem.
Okay. Cool. No, that's good. Now, I did want to ask you, like your website. It is like I went to the website and I was like, "Where's the menu? Like this is it. This is bare bones. It's like where we're going to be at this week," and which is awesome because really that's. I mean, what more do you need? And I started thinking about. I was like, "Man, they need more stuff on that. I want to see things." And I'm like, "No. This is exactly what they need to have on their main page, so people know where to go."
So we actually have a really nice. We have a guy who comes out to us who does website stuff, and he built us. He actually, it's done or it's almost done. He built us.
Oh, you're getting a new one.
It's really
That's
nice.
just the Square site. Well,
Yeah.
It was like, one of the beginner tools of owning a restaurant. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Get you a
Square.
Squarespace.
Our new website is actually really cool. We haven't launched it yet. I should launch. I need to text that guy. Austin, if you're listening, launch our new
Austin,
website.
tighten up. Just launch it. Do it. Run it. That's
Yeah.
good. No,
Yeah.
that's good. No, I mean, I can't say shit. My website, I had a Squarespace and it was beautiful. I did it myself, and then I got rid of it, and then I'm like, I went to fucking Google Spaces or something.
Yeah.
It's like $6 or $1 a month or something like it's some weird cheap price, and then you can tell.
Yeah.
It looks like a kindergartner had like a project to make a website. That's
Well, there was a period where I used to try to build websites, and so when I built that website, and when you build a website, you're like, what are people coming here for? And so
Okay.
for what we were doing, it's like they're either trying to see where we're at and what time, or they want to see like a menu, like because I mean a lot of people don't go to like a restaurant website and look for like, let me read there about me, like they're just like, either are they open, what's their phone number, or what do they have that I can eat. So
Yeah.
that's I think how I tried to build that one.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, that's cool, man. Yeah, like but like I said, I wasn't like down in your website. I was just curious.
Yeah, I worked hard on that, dude.
I know you
No,
did.
I'm
How
just kidding.
dare you?
I know. Shame on me. No booger for you. No booger for me. Well, cool, man. How long have we been rolling, bro?
We have 45 minutes.
That's it. Well, goddamn, let's keep talking. Fuck it. Y'all got anywhere to be?
I don't know. I'm
Not
good.
right this second.
Okay,
no.
you're
Yeah.
off now. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You don't got nowhere to
I'm
be.
yeah. I'm good.
You worked this morning.
I
though,
already
right?
worked this morning. I got my
Yeah.
hours in, and then I also so I'm doing this 100-day running challenge,
Mhm.
and I have to run at least a mile a day. And so after that, after I would say getting my ass kicked, it was slow, but like I got that done. Woke up this morning at 6 o'clock just to get it done, and then I got home around 11. Then after that, I ran 1.7, which is not that crazy, but I haven't
It's
like
more
this,
than I can run.
this is day 4.
Yeah.
Day 4 out of 100.
So you're doing it every day,
every day
and you're
for 100 days.
and your goal is to run the same amount of miles like every day, or to add to it.
The minimum is like a mile,
Okay.
but I'm also trying to. So this is going to segue into training for the Gate River Run,
Oh, okay.
and so that's like one of my things as an entrepreneur. You know, like if I'm already doing this, like I have to like. Yeah, it's okay to have your business going, but like, am I like my mental toughness of getting everything? I was like,
Yeah.
I have to put my best effort into everything, and so I just turned 36
Okay.
like 4 days ago. So I was like, all right, this is me, 36. I'm not getting any younger. This body has to do something. Like I got to still smash some patties. So let's keep it going. So like I gave myself a mental challenge, and so I'm gonna keep going with it.
Awesome. Now, I mean, health is like your physical health. You know, I know. Like I said, I've had a business of my own for about lasted about 11 months, and then we called it quits. But during that time, the build out, and it was a brick and mortar. We had to build out and all this stuff, and then just trying to run everything. I was like, it was not good. I was not healthy.
What kind of
Wasn't
business do you have?
sleeping. Well, I had a person that I was working with. I had a partner. He was a tattoo artist, and we had a photography studio, and in the back was tattoos, and we had a podcast studio in there that was similar to this that I set up that we would rent out to people. If
Cool.
if you wanted to start your podcast, you could come in and everything's ready to roll.
Oh, sick, nice.
Yeah, I mean, you just pay like a monthly fee and come in anytime and do your thing. But that was the business, and I just was like, it was too damn much, and I just couldn't deal with it anymore. And I worked the job, and I am hard. I was not going to. I'm not going to say hard pressed again. I was just like scared to quit my job and go full force in. Like that was something I meant to ask you earlier. Was how did y'all do that? Were you working and doing hard pressed at the same time, or did you just say fuck it, we got to jump in both feet?
Yeah, we were both working full-time jobs before that. Like I said, I was the chef at the French Pantry, so
Right.
I had a great job
Right.
and stuff like that. Like I was making good money and stuff. But when it came to the point where we were like, all right, well, hard press has some legs on it. Do we really just like do it halfway and just, like it's just a hobby, or do we just go full throttle and just do it?
Mm-hmm.
And so that was like, I've got to a point where life goes, and you don't want to regret anything.
Right.
And so if I have something right here, and I was like, all right, well, like I'm just gonna take the leap. Like I have a great job, I have a great career, but I went to culinary school to be a chef, to own my own spot, to be an owner, not just to work for somebody as
Right.
a manager until I die.
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna do something, like we have this great product, I already invested some time and money. Like let me just invest the other 50% of my time.
Did you do like a Jerry Maguire thing?
Show me the money.
Who I'm leaving? Who's coming with me? And he was like, "I'm coming." He's your Renee Zellweger. Is that?
No, I think at this time he was gone from the French Pantry.
Oh,
But
okay.
like,
You were ready to roll.
I actually quit my job 3 months prior to actually
yeah.
opening.
I was working
Oh,
somewhere
wow.
else. We quit because we had a yeah he did. we when we talked to Ink Factory, we got the food truck over there. We were like, okay, well, let's quit our jobs. And it was I mean, when I quit my job, like my manager, who's a good friend of mine, was like, how are you gonna make money? And I was like, we've been making money for like a
Sell
year and a half
burgers?
now.
Wow.
Dude.
So
Yeah.
when you did your pop-ups before the food truck, you were just doing like a tent
yeah.
and some tables and
Yeah,
shit?
It
we
was
still do that too.
Yeah, it was a pop-up setup. Is just 2 tables. It's all to go. At where we first began.
And a Blackstone?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
Blackstone.
We have a better grill now, but
Nice.
yeah, we gave up on Blackstone for sure.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah. Yeah, we did an event at Tepe's over in San Marco one time, and it was right when we first kind of started to get like a buzz. We probably had like 70 people in line or 60 people, and we had one Blackstone.
Wow.
And we didn't know at the time, like on those like griddles, if you if you attach your propane and you have your nozzles turned on, there's like a little it's like a safety limiter in the actual connector that will basically stop the flames from being able to, it's like a safety feature
from going back in.
Well, it just like it'll limit, so it's like, you know, on your Blackstone, instead of getting like a good sized flame, you can only get like,
Okay.
and we couldn't figure out, like, we had no idea why it was doing that. It was the first time ever. We just had this huge line, and we're like looking back, and we're like, sorry everybody, like,
Oh no.
yeah. So we ended up I think we made it work, and I think I googled it on the fly, and it's like, oh, you probably turned your propane on too fast. You gotta slowly open it, and then we got it working. But then after that, we bought a second Blackstone because we were like, we're just never gonna happen again.
Nothing gets your nerves wracking than telling like, customers. I might not be able. I was like, I think by that time, like 4 or 5 orders of like at least $40-$50 each came in.
Shit.
I was like, I can't refund these people their money back.
And that's
I don't want to, but like at the same time, I was like, we just opened.
The dynamic's funny too, because like I'm always the one who cooks a lot on the grill, so he's the one who talks to people a lot, and like we'd have these giant.
So he was sweating.
Oh, we'd have these giant lines, and I'm like looking in the cooler, and we have like maybe like 10, you know, like 4 burgers left, and I'm like, hey, you gotta tell these people we're sold out. So he's gotta yell to like 40 people that were sold out. Yeah.
What is that like?
Crushing people.
I'm like, yo, man, tell them we're sold out, dude.
At first, it was like, you know, it sucked because like, I was like, damn, I gotta tell these people. But then, and like they complain, but like at the same time, like I got just so used to it. I was like, I mean, I can only like take out so much meat, and I was like, it's not my problem. I was like, y'all get here early. So like now I'll go, and sometimes we'll have someone new helping us out or whatever. I was like, you want to see something? I was like, yeah. Because when he said, like, we're sold out, I was like, all right, watch this. All right, guys, after this order, we're sold out. Oh, no.
Oh, geez.
I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. Stuff, but, like, it's the name of the game.
Yeah.
You know, if you go to the pop-up, like, there is a chance we don't have, like, forever coolers and stuff. We have this
right.
cooler
You don't have
out.
a walk-in sitting
Yeah,
behind you.
there's not more to replenish us. We take out. And then at the same time, like, it was it's a very good process to go because, like, we got it down to, like, a little bit of science, but taking out product out there, we can't take it back and use it. Once it's out, it's out. Yeah. You like, you know, like, and people don't understand that. And so I was like, you know, like, I'm keeping you guys alive.
Right.
By doing that.
Right.
Yeah, we get a lot of like events where they're like, hey, like we want to pay for 60, but can you like bring like 90 out? But I don't want to pay for the extra 30 until like I know people. Until I know that people are gonna get them, and I'm like, if I bring some out in a cooler, like you got to pay for it. Like I don't, like I'm not gonna, you know, because some stuff we have to travel a long time for, and like I'm sure like it's fine, but you know, we're also as like a restaurant business, we're not gonna risk giving you, you know what I'm saying, transported ground beef.
Especially where you're at now. I mean, like every dollar, every dime counts.
Yeah.
Especially in this fucking economy.
Yeah.
I mean, but like, yeah, dude, like I couldn't imagine. What are y'all using, Yetis to hold them things around?
I think they are. I don't know. They're igloos, the big white, ones. Like 120, whatever.
Oh, those
igloos.
big boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we pack them full of ice and stuff like that, and then we just take it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, sorry, fella, you had to pay for every. That's crazy. I can't believe that they would be like that. I mean, I mean,
it is disappointing to hear about. Like,
well, they just want like extra, but you know, they're okay with paying for the extra 30 if like their guests like eat the extra 30. But they're like, what if they only get like 15 more? Like,
yeah, but that's one of those things like I dealt with as a photographer. You know, like the price is what the price is.
Yeah,
like you do a wedding and they're like, oh, I don't like these pictures. I'm like, services rendered, bitch. You know, sorry.
Yeah. You guys gonna get married again or what?
Yeah, I was like, don't worry, you're gonna throw them away in a year. Yeah. But yeah, you don't want to say that. I'm like, I'll be at your next wedding. Yeah. I actually told somebody that.
That's mad funny too.
I didn't mean to
Were
do
you
it.
at his next wedding?
No,
Oh.
no. It was a total
Not
accident. It's like that thing. The trend is going
yeah.
around. You too, and it's like enjoy your flight.
Yeah.
You too.
Or with food, somebody serves you food, and they're like, enjoy your food. It's like
that,
a server.
It was
like,
exactly like that. But I was just like, all right, I'll see you at the next one. She didn't like that very much. You know, I mean, I'll see you at your baby shower or you know, maternity shoot.
Yeah, whatever big life event you have coming.
Whatever it is, because there's always something. So like the idea to to mobilize to like personal events and things like that, like was that like something that just kind of came up, or is that something you thought about to offer?
Oh yeah, people. I mean, we were just taking what we could get.
Like catering.
In the beginning, yeah, whatever people would hit us up and they're like, hey, can you do this? I mean, we said yeah to pretty much.
Yeah, every opportunity. I mean, we were trying to like you know, we left our jobs like, all right, we got to pay for this. It's like I'm not too proud to be popping up in someone's backyard smashing some pets.
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying?
But we saw our client base, like, I mean, we would do an event for somebody and somebody who was at their event would come out to us and be
Nice.
like, I mean, that's probably happened like so many times. They're like, oh,
All
I
our
had you at
yeah.
such and such's baby shower. And so I think we built a good bit of our client base like that.
Well, I think, like I said, that's like the best. They say, anyways, word of mouth is the best, advertisement, right?
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what Carrot is. I mean, like, yeah, everyone had her burger. And it's like, dude, I gotta get you at my next party. I gotta get you over here. I gotta like. I think we even did a private event in New Smyrna Beach
Mhm.
for somebody, and it was for like 1,000 people. It was like, just give them whatever smash. They didn't really care how many burgers we brought out. They just wanted their people fed.
Mhm.
But like everyone over there, they're like, dude, this is the best burger around. I was like, we're in a whole different city, and they're saying that.
Nice. That's really cool. No, that's good. I mean, like I said, test the new markets. And I don't know if there's like, you went from one to now two, and I don't know if there's, and that might be part of the hush hush stuff, but like, third truck, fourth truck, if you're going to keep it going, I mean, do you worry that it might get like, the quality might get diluted a little bit if you have more locations or more, you know what I'm saying? Like if you have more food trucks, if you go from 2 to like 6.
Yeah. Well, I think the beauty of that is like the very simplicity in what we do.
Mm-hmm.
So like the way we have things is like our employees are on the truck. They're not making our sauces. They're not making our pickles. We have one guy that we pay. He's pretty much our commissary manager. And this guy, his name is Raymond. He's been my friend since middle school.
Oh,
and
nice.
then, like throughout the years, we lost contact. And then when we started Hard Press, he hit me up. He was like, hey, dude. He's like,
You need help?
you need help? I got see. I want to help you. Build your business.
Right.
And so he used to be smashing burgers, but then as we grow, like he went through the same culinary program, and then I told him, I was like, dude, I was like, well, you don't have to be smashing patties anymore. You can actually like be my commissary. So like I don't have to worry about A, B, and C making in my aioli wrong, and now I got to talk to you and you about making aioli. I was like, if it's wrong, I'll just talk to you. What did you do? But that hasn't been like a problem at all. So like. It's one of those things that like we had to look back as an expense because like it's as a growing business, is that something like we need to have? But like at the same time, I was like, yeah, it is something because the consistency is key to any kind of
Right,
restaurant.
and they say that like a good leader or a good manager of a business or whatever, you can't do it all on your own. It takes a village. Is that what they say? The words or whatever the fuck. But yeah, I mean, eventually you guys were like, we're gonna have to hire some people.
Yeah. And so we did, and like with hiring people, like so with growing the second truck, my brother that we mentioned, he is the pretty much the general manager over the truck at the beach.
Nice.
So he handles all the regular employees, and he's in charge. It's like it's a well done burger, like we'll show you our technique of smashing it, but like at the end of the day, it is a cheeseburger that should be repeatable and stuff like that.
Right.
And so that's all their job is, and like all the employees are like young guys. They're all hungry for money. They're all. I try to make them entrepreneurs, that like and try to give them
intra.
Yeah, and, from the inside, like they can still
That's
make
new.
as much money as they want to. It's
Right,
not
right,
like a clock in because they do get tips, but like with the pickles, I tell them like there's an upselling contest. Like who's gonna sell me the most pickles? Sell me 10 in a month, and I'll give you $50, and stuff like that. And like it just keeps them motivated. Like we were both in their positions, and like at the same time, like being an owner and like looking at those kitchen guys, we respect like those workers who do that. Like we still smash burgers right now. It's still hot. We're still sweating, but like these guys, like they don't have to do it.
Right.
Like yeah, they want the job, but like keeping them and like we've only had one little turnover really, but like most of our employees right now has been over like for at least a year and a half.
Nice.
And so like the retention is good, and like they want to be with us, and like we try to give the employees a great atmosphere to be at.
That is huge, dude, and that's kudos to y'all for doing that, and I hope you keep that business model because I mean, especially when these companies get huge, large scale, whatever, they become corporatized and stuff. It's like they lose some of that, and the incentive for people is like there's no growth, there's no incentive as far as like sales contests and stuff like be able to make a little more money, whatever it may be. And I love, this is why I love local businesses, is because everybody that I've ever met that owns a local business has the kind of a similar mentality. And it's like, no, we're here to serve the community. We want to take care of the community. And we know that the people working for us are, if we take care of them, they're going to take care of us. That is the biggest sentiment, I think, as far as, these corporatized jobs that are they're missing it. You know, so kudos to y'all for doing that, man. I mean, I hope, like I said, I feel like you will keep that business model.
100%. Like it's like at this point, it is the employees keeping us going, and
Right.
it is it's the all the 5-star reviews you see out of the beach or you Google reviews, like that's all them at the beach. Like every now and then we'll get one, but like it's them over there, and like they're calling out my name, like oh my name's Derek, because like Derek helped me out today. He was great, gave me a good Southern charm. It was awesome. So like it shows. It definitely shows on their end.
Yeah. I mean, you like was that I can't remember the name of that company, but you probably heard the story about the CEO of this company. He was kind of a younger guy, probably in his early 30s, and he goes, "We're going to change the game." He's like, "I'm going to pay everybody a crazy number, a crazy salary." It's like at the time, like 75,000 was like livable. It was living well, and he was like, "I'm going to pay everybody a base salary of that, and then any commissions you make above that's on you." But just giving those people that good living wage to where they're not like worried about paying bills and shit. Like
you're like, oh, I actually want to do good at my
and their stocks went through all these other businesses. These huge businesses were like, you're gonna fail, and I think they're still going. But it's like I said, the whole business side of it is probably was that the scariest part for y'all? Is like the business part of it, like the employees and the 1099s and all this stuff.
Well, fortunately for me, like I was employed with the Mellow Mushroom Group for like 17 years.
Cool.
That was my first, like my second job, and I grew up with them. But then they ended up buying the French Pantry, so I moved up from just a line cook to like a manager, and then to the executive chef of the restaurants. But in that, like I had to do invoices. I had to hire people. I had to fire people. I had to be in interesting situations that I didn't want to put me through. So like, fortunately for that time I spent with that group, like I learned a lot as far as like the back end and for it, because like school taught me what I needed to know, sure, but like as far as like I would price menus with the owner all the time, and we'll go and there's like, all right, well this is the price. It's like, what do you think the price? And like he would challenge me, and like I figured out how to do the food costs, and like one of the things that like is very important is our food costs, and like getting deals or just your cost in line. And like meat costs is so expensive, and like like how do we get that just to not keep going up? And so like, with our partners over there, like we came to a good deal, so now like I have a fixed price on that, and that's kept it going. But like I know that some places are probably paying like $6 a pound for that same product right there. It's still a high quality meat, but like just keeping your prices in line and just speaking up to your vendors of like Cisco and stuff, and just like, hey man, what's his price on cheese? Like I was paying $45 for cheese, and it's $56. What happened?
Yeah.
And then usually I was like, oh, well, it's like like I'll get that price worked out and stuff, but like it's really being on top of that, like making sure your money is spent well
on the back end, so your customers don't feel the heat. Is that something you think about too, like maintaining it, so that they don't feel pressure or whatever?
Yeah, because like a big thing, like working for that group, and if you're in the industry, like everyone knows the easiest thing to do to solve your money bleeding is to cut labor.
Yep.
And
I just had that conversation yesterday with somebody.
This is a very tricky thing to do, and like we said, I want to keep my employees. I want to make sure they're getting paid, but like, I can't pay you if there's no money coming in.
Right.
And so that's why it comes to me, like, I'm going to do these posts, I'm going to do this stuff so you guys have customers coming in, but you guys need to make sure you're giving that 5-star quality every time, because like, I can provide the place.
Right.
But like ultimately people are going to come back for, they saw my real cool, but like they know you now, Derek. They know you over here, Johnny. They know you over here, all these guys over here. So like create your regulars, and then it will consistently grow and like take care of it just like it isn't. And like I said, they all do great, but that is like one of the tricky problems of like not trying to like cut people's hours.
Yeah.
But luckily we have 2 trucks, so like if we had to, we can like kind of like fix the balance, because like on the truck too, it's just really just me and him.
Yeah.
And so like if we really got into some kind of like weird situation, we probably just like take someone off and was like, all right, well you go road truck 2 until truck 1 gets busy again. But
now, do y'all go out every day?
Not every day. I mean, it may seem like that, but like no, we kind of just book it, and we usually try to do 4 to 5 a week.
Yeah, we've been doing like 5 a week, pretty for the past few weeks. We were doing less because it was just me and him, and we were kind of like picking and choosing, but then we actually pulled. We have like an hourly guy now, and so we were like, well, we got to give this guy hours. So now we've been working like 5 days a week.
So we look at him like, you're welcome. We're working for you.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
What a nice bosses. So are you? I forgot to ask you this in the beginning. Are y'all originally from Jacksonville, both of y'all, like local?
I'm not. No.
No?
I'm from the West Coast. So,
Oh, okay.
I was born and raised in Los Angeles.
Okay.
But I was a military brat. So from Los Angeles, I moved over to New Orleans. Spent like 5-6 years over there, and that's like really like, and that really ensured me I love cooking.
New Orleans.
Yeah, like, man, if you didn't have a good shrimp etouffee, dude, that is something over there. Like the po' boys over there,
Yeah.
nothing gets me so excited than New Orleans food.
Really?
It's so delicious, dude. And
I've never been.
My grandmother, she was a Southern cook on my stepmom's side, and so I used to love going to her house. I pretty much lived in Jackson, Mississippi for like a whole year in Picayune.
Oh wow.
And so like, I just got to discover this whole little niche of the southernness over there, and I fell in love with it. And then, of course, my dad decided to move over here in Jacksonville. I think I was about like 15, and then he retired here. And then my brother moved back to L.A., and then now, ironically, he moved over here, like I said, to run the truck at the beach.
That's fine.
But then
You
at the
brought
same
him
time,
back.
Yeah, I've been here for like 15, 16 years.
So you love it here.
I mean, yeah, I have to now.
Yeah, he
No.
does. He does
kidding.
love it here.
I'm kidding. I didn't mean to put you on the spot like that. Like, I've lived here my whole life. You know, like I grew up here.
Pretty much me. I'm from Tampa, but I grew up here too, so
Yeah.
I love it here. I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just ready. I guess I'm just like, I'm getting a little claustrophobic. I want to spread my wings and like go to some of the places you talked about. You know, like there's so many cool places in the United States.
Yeah.
Before you even get out of the country, it's like there's so much shit that I've never seen, you know, and experienced.
Well, I think it's cool to see it how it's growing here finally. I think, you know, like a lot of people have been waiting for it, and just to see the stuff that's going on like around downtown or
That part.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like, I think it'll be pretty cool in like 5 years. I think that's what they've been saying. But
Every 5 years,
I feel
they
like
say
it's
that.
gonna be
I feel
sick.
like we're on the cusp. Like there is a lot of things happening.
Oh no,
and
I think we're like in it. I
Yeah.
mean, we're in the shift because like that's what Ty Monroe, she was on last week, and we were talking about like the music scene is so much better now. Like you can actually have like music and people will actually show up. Like,
Yeah.
I used to play in a band, and when I did, the only people that were in the audience were the other band members that were playing on the same night. You know, that was it, and their girlfriends maybe. You know, so it's just like, but there was no desire for a scene. Maybe, I don't know, whatever it was. It was just a bunch of old crotchety old rednecks out here, just like sit around a bonfire and drink Bud Light.
It's back at this. Well, on the way here, I was like, "Oh, we're in the Berg, dog." I was like, "Okay, what's up?" I used to live down here.
Kinda.
Well, I think when me and him like look for spots too, we are always like, oh, we want to be somewhere where, you know, there's already stuff happening, but then there's also like, oh, well, if we can get somewhere cool and like be part of what makes that spot interesting, you know, in the future, that would be pretty rad too.
To grow with that spot.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Shit, there was a follow-up question. Anyhow, let's talk about aliens now. No, I'm kidding. Which happens occasionally. I apologize in advance if something weird happens, because I will just go off on a tangent. Shit. I have lost my brain. I mean, you guys, is there anything that you want to talk about with the company? You know, we'll let you go ahead and ad lib while I drink my coffee and figure out where I'm at.
Can I use your bathroom? So I got these.
You know what? I was just thinking that too. I was like, shit, if we only had a pause on the live, but I'll have to just let it roll. I'm going to have to tough it out, but you may go use the restroom.
Sorry, dude.
No,
I've been
straight down the hall to the right.
All right, cool.
No, you're good to go, brother. I think that's part of my problem. I have to piss so bad that like I can't think straight.
I was like, I don't know when to ask him. I was gonna
Dude, anytime you're an adult, this is not elementary
Tiny
school.
tanks
He
over
said that
here.
always-
Huh?
A bunch of tiny tanks over here.
Yeah. What are you talking about? I've been drinking coffee all morning, dude. I'm one of those people that like I literally would drink coffee all day long.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I think I tried that once and it didn't end well.
No,
No.
it doesn't keep me up. It doesn't really wake me up. I just like the taste of it. It's like my breakfast, you know.
Well, I think it's like it's a little. I like having it, but I like having the hot sensation, and like after that, I'm like, If it's cold, it's like I don't even want to put it in the microwave. Really, it's like it's
No.
not the same. I'm like I'm done with it.
No, I like it hot, but then when it gets cold, I'm fine with it too. I like the bitter taste of coffee.
I do like an iced coffee, but I don't like cold coffee. There's a difference.
Is there a difference?
I think so.
What's the? I mean, it's cold though. It's iced.
I mean, because I mean, it's more of an espresso, maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe because like they put the cream. It's really just the milk,
yeah.
and I can't have milk.
Yeah, I'm lactose intolerant as well, but I will drink that shit anyways.
Yeah.
And ice cream, forget about it.
I
Forget
love
about
going to the local Dreamette.
Dreamette.
You guys have one over here now, don't
Yeah.
you? I saw. How's that doing over here?
I don't know. Hopefully well, because I haven't yet made it there. No, hopefully it's doing real good. I didn't even know what it was until I had Ryan on the podcast and he did a lot of the artwork for them.
Okay.
So I mean that's I love that he's so involved with all
dude,
these.
he's everywhere. I was
Yeah.
so stoked when he hit us up and like he was like, yeah, dude. Like I think what happened was he was doing his flash kits, and then we responded to him and like we got a good deal on it. But like he showed up and like his designs that he made for us, top notch, dude.
Yeah.
They were super cool.
Yeah, he's a really cool guy, and that handlebar mustache is magnifique.
Yeah.
It's right on point. For sure. Do y'all think about like I had a buddy that used to do beignets.
Oh, nice.
He had a beignet cart in Tampa,
Okay.
and they were crushing it. And then they ended up selling the business for whatever reason. I don't know why, but they always would park their truck or their little cart or whatever outside of a coffee shop, and they would like collab with them. So like every morning they would be out there and then
With
they would,
beignets.
yeah,
Nice.
fresh beignets and stuff. Like, is that something that y'all do or think about when you're like out there picking a spot?
Well, yeah, we do. So we like to. I mean, burgers and beer go well together. And when we were first doing all our pop-ups and people were reaching out, it was just the bars that needed the food aspect.
Right.
But it's a no-brainer. Like it was very popular, and we've done other events like we did churches, we've done like little school events, and like they're cute, they're nice, but they don't like pay as well as you go and get to a bar. Like
all them drunk asses needing.
Ardwolf, like we popped up there a couple of times and like it popped off and like people were lining up just like 60, 70 deep. It was just nuts. But like there's something to the aspect of burger and a beer. They just go very well. So like we do have to make sure that like the brewery or the place that like the package store is like an actual popular one. It's like we've had some before where they're like oh, I don't know, I thought people would come because they saw your post. Like
So
I mean, we'll post, but like we're new. Your guys like you guys should be post to your customers so that you can get them in here and
right
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like that's something we have to think about when we book. But like other times like we started doing some festivals. So those are fun to do. We definitely ate shit on our first one. It's a very good learning curve to figure out real fast.
How much product to bring and
Yeah.
where to go.
Yeah.
Well, you also think because you're like, all right, I'm at this festival where there's going to be a ton of people that, it's like, oh, it's a no-brainer. You're going to make a whole bunch of money, but there's like 25 other food trucks there,
Right.
So it kind of gets diluted down.
Super saturated.
Yeah.
I know I don't know what it was. I can't remember which pop-up it was at the beach, but there was like so many food trucks out there. It was like that was basically what it was for.
Oh, you're probably talking about the 904
904,
pop-up.
I think it was the 904 pop-up, but like, and I've been to a couple of them, but where I met most of my guests. But like, it's like hard to choose. I mean, like, what do y'all like? Do y'all get out there and like flag them down, or just let them come to you?
Well, a lot of people tell us like, you guys need more signs. I was like, I mean, just now they'll just follow their nose. And usually what happens
there
is
you
like,
go.
I'll follow my nose and I saw you guys over here. But it's like when you look at it, like there is only a menu sign up there.
Yeah.
And like we do have like some kind of branded stuff on their tent and things like that. But it's like nothing that's.
Oh, you don't
out.
bring the truck; you just do the tent at the pop-ups.
Well, yeah, well.
Like
when
nowadays.
when we do the pop-ups like the
904.
market on Sunday
Okay.
that we do at Atlantic Beach, that's pop-up only.
Okay.
But we do like majority of our like actual events are food trucks. Like at Beer 30, we'll do our food because now we have our fries and stuff like that. But,
Right.
like, there's certain situations when we have like an art market or an event where we can't bring the truck. It's like, oh, you can't have the truck.
It won't fit. You were talking about being at getting asked to come to these like bars and breweries and stuff. Like, have y'all ever had to deal with a bunch of shitheads or any
No,
stories? Or
I mean, knock on wood, dude. We haven't. I don't think we've had. I mean, there's like the
Everybody's been cool.
there's like the one-off person who'll like make like kind of like a comment, but I don't think we haven't had to deal with anybody crazy.
No
right?
one's too crazy. We did have this one review, or like one bad, like 1-star review that someone gave us, only because they complained about a free burger.
Oh yeah, that was nuts, dude. Yeah,
And then like
it was like a liquor store grand opening, and they were like, "Hey, we'll pre-buy 200 burgers, and just like as the guests come in, if they want a burger, you just give it to them." And so obviously, if people know there's free burgers,
Oh, they're lining up.
yeah. And so I mean, we ran out.
yeah, we ran out. We had a limit, but then like the very last, like the employees have to eat, and so they were kind of like, all right, so we counted the employees. And I was like, all right, we have 8. And so, like, you know,
You saved that many.
we saved
Yeah.
that many, and then we sold out. And then the next person comes, like, those are for the employees? I was like, I mean, yeah, they just got their ass kicked too, dude. I was like,
Right.
you know, like, sorry, but like this was like not part of the free burgers. you
Right.
know what I'm
So they
saying?
complained on y'all, not
Yeah,
the liquor store.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gave us, but then like, why would you do that to a
Yeah.
new like small, very micro small like business? I was like,
Yeah.
I mean, I get if we messed up your burger or if it was raw or something, but
Yeah.
you know,
How do you make a raw smash burger though? They're
I
pretty
mean,
thin.
you gotta try real
you gotta
hard.
try
I mean,
real
yeah.
hard.
I mean, they're pretty damn thin already. I mean, you
Yeah.
only have to. How long I mean, like 30 seconds on each side.
Oh,
or
I mean,
something?
it's like the first side is like your longer side, and the second side is you're just like melting cheese. I mean, you can make one. I think probably in like literally like 2 minutes. Honestly, like, it's
we tell
not long at
people
all.
like when they get it, it's like, all right, here's your buzzer, but like don't go too far, and then they'll go somewhere, and like 20 minutes later, it's like, oh, my burger's like. They're not that type of thing. It literally takes 5 minutes.
Right,
Usually. But
right.
then like that's when we're slow. But I say that, but then like the truck. There's been plenty of times where we got super slammed, and like someone's like, oh, how long on my one cheeseburger? I was like, what's in front of the other 40 cheeseburgers?
yeah. You gotta. Yeah. You know.
But we don't say it like that, but we just mitigate it. And it's like, hey man, we're going. Well, I'm gonna get out
Just
as
be
soon
like,
as possible.
you're next.
Yeah.
It's like like the call centers. You know, you are the second person in line, and you wait for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Like, God, what was that first person doing? Jesus. No. It's just, hey, it is what it is. Take a number. Sit down. Shut the fuck up.
100%.
You're gonna get fed.
So we
Bet.
didn't forget about you. Hopefully.
Yeah. No. I mean, if you do forget about them, I mean, trust me. If you forgot about me, I'm gonna be up there, and because I want my food
Yeah.
for sure. Especially if you pay money for it. Shit.
Do you have a favorite burger spot? Like aside, like
Okay.
not putting us into the conversation.
I mean, I like kind of like I'm a fast foodie guy. You know, I'm not like a gourmet. Like honestly, y'all's was like the most gourmet burger I've eaten in
Nice.
fucking years. I can't even
Nice.
begin to tell you when's the last time. But I mean, there's a Checkers right there.
Oh, I dude,
Ooh.
I actually
I love
like
their
Checkers
fries.
a lot too.
Yeah. They're like seasoned fries.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are; those are the best.
Yeah.
I mean, like for seasoned fries, not for garlic Parmesan fries. I've had too many of those, and I just like I won't buy them from nobody anymore. And I'm not a wing dude, so like if I go somewhere, it's a burger.
Yeah.
I always get a burger, and I can't think of. Like I said, I don't get out much. I'm always busy. I'm always either in here or at work or doing something. It's just like it's like finding time to go find out who's out there. If you don't come across my feed, I'm probably not gonna eat your food.
Yeah.
That's why I said like my mouth just started watering thinking about like when I was thinking about because I was watching all these people with your food, and my mouth started watering. And then so I did the thought of me thinking about that just made my mouth water again. But yeah, that's weird. But seriously though, I mean, it's like so many people have talked about you. It's like coming up on, and I think that's great. And I love that about this community. And hopefully more of that will happen. So like people will be sharing more of it, but I mean, that's how I found out about you. And I'm like, damn it. It made me want to get some.
Yeah. Well,
So.
like now we're branching out. I know you saw we're doing the Doctor's Inlet Sunset Tiki Bar,
Mm-hmm.
and so they invited us out. So we're trying to get into more in Fleming Island. So
Yeah, I
now
saw
like,
you in
like
Fleming.
the customers over there, they're like I see like there's a repeat. We've only been there like maybe 3 or 4
Bro,
times.
there's money in Fleming Island.
I used to live in Fleming Island.
Okay,
My parents
they
still
like-
live there, and I was
yeah.
this is my old stopping grounds. What's up, guys?
There you go. No, and they love that kind of thing. I think, this is. I consider Fleming Island and like Orange Park and certain areas like it's part of the greater part of Jacksonville, like Greater Jacksonville. When they say that, that's like surrounding areas too. So I mean, like I always just say I'm in Jacksonville, But we're all, we're all part of the market. So I mean, like you have to, what are they? Cast a wide net, you catch more fish. Kind of that sort of thing. But yeah, it's. I don't know. I didn't mean to. I wasn't trying to get. I just was like, if y'all had any crazy fucking stories from your past.
I wish
But you
we
just
had
really-
some crazy stories that someone took advantage of us or something. But
Well, I was just like being at a bar with so many drunkies. Like you just
I
imagine
can't imagine.
somebody's gonna get
Hold on.
crazy.
I mean, I did.
You mean a fucking
no.
burger?
Yeah, I didn't. No, no.
But that's
Thankfully,
good.
nothing like crazy.
That's
like
a good
that.
review, though,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
if they liked your food, they're not gonna mess with you, right?
100%. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm like racking my brain. I can't think of anything that comes to mind.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
Keep
it
it
is
that.
good. Yeah,
Keep it
No,
that
yeah,
way.
and then watch
Keep it
what
that
we're
way.
going to do another.
Because I
one.
know the restaurant business. I mean, well, what I've seen on television, it can get the people can get nutty
Yeah.
real quick.
I mean, that's the cool thing about us owning it too. Is like we don't have to deal with it if we don't want to. So it's like, bro, just go, just leave, dude. Like we don't even care. Just go. Like I'm
That's
not gonna
hilarious.
cater to you to make you if you're being like a dick. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna like try to make you have a good experience.
Just
you
pull
know?
a shade
Yo,
down.
dude. Yeah, just close the windows.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, dude, I was gonna. Oh, I remember what I was gonna ask you. So like you go to some of these places that are like specialty restaurants or like the like mom and pops or whatever the local restaurants, and they make these like food challenges, and then you get people like Beard Meats Food that come in and do it and bust it. You ever thought about doing like a food challenge, like something like that, where it's like 20 patties or something? I don't know.
I mean, I've looked at it. I've definitely seen that guy, and like
I'm addicted to his
I
shit
watch
right
him. He
now.
was like, damn, he just fucking puts it down. But like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think we talked about it once, and like I think it's just a little too gimmicky, like for us.
Yeah, but if they do it, they get it free in a shirt. But the likelihood, you make it hard enough to where the likelihood of a normal person ain't gonna do it, so they still have to pay for it. It's like $90 or something,
True.
And
Well,
there's a lot of blowhards that'll come out there and be like, "Oh, I can do it."
Well, even I was like, yeah, we get our fries and put a bunch of patties on there, and just like a dumpster truck.
That
stuff
part.
on there.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Have you had our pressed fries yet?
The
Like the loaded fries we have on the
Oh,
truck.
no,
those
no.
are the ones to get like that. That's a gut buster, but just sleep. It's
Really?
a full meal. Yeah, it gets our smoked Gouda cheddar cheese cheese sauce on it.
I love smoked
applewood
Gouda.
smoked bacon. We pick our own jalapeno. We put the white sauce
you
on
got
it.
to knock the jalapeno off.
It's part of it. And then he gets the caramelized onions. They're sweet caramelized onions.
Okay.
So it all meshes well together. But it is. I tell people, I was like, let me get a double cheeseburger and that loaded fries. Like, nah, you
better
just want the
calm
loaded.
down.
You go back to work, dude, and he's like, no, you get
Yeah.
just get the double.
You going back to
cheeseburger.
work or going home to take a nap?
Yes,
No, yeah,
but
no.
it's so delicious.
I can handle quite a bit of food, but I don't think I've tried like at least 3 or 4 of those food challenges at different restaurants in different cities and stuff, and I never make it. I always start out thinking, yeah, I'm gonna do it, and I just don't. But I always
2
push
bites,
myself.
I'm full. I'm done.
If they would cut it up and just put it on my kids' plates, because I'm the finisher. I
Oh,
finish
yeah.
my food, and then they go, Dad,
it's
I
like
can't."
you trick yourself into finishing it. dude.
Right. I'm like, all right, fuck it. I eat their food too. But like, nowadays it's just everybody wants leftovers. I hate leftovers. Not a leftover
I'm
guy.
not a leftover guy. My girl hates it, dude. She's gonna see this and be like, "Don't you say you're a leftover guy, dude?"
Yeah, yeah. No, it's the worst. I hate coming home and seeing all the styrofoam containers in my refrigerator. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get too many leftovers at hard pressed burgers.
No. A lot of people just say like, there's a lot of customers who actually get like take home for the munchies later.
Yeah.
And then we tell people it's like, yeah, we done it before, dude. Just get your patties, put it in the air fryer, and then after
There you
that,
go.
toast your buns. It's like then it's like just out of the truck. It's hot and fresh.
I don't know. That shit was so good. I could probably eat it cold.
It's not bad.
It's not bad cold. I've
No.
definitely had
Yeah.
a few cold hard pressed burger.
That's what's up. I mean, like, if you've had like a hard night, I don't drink, so like I don't get drunk, but like it just seems like that would be almost like the perfect hangover food in the morning. Like you just grab you a cold hard
Just
press.
a cold one. It's like yes.
Yeah, with all that garlic. Oh, that's so good. So good. Well, shit, man. I think we're about an hour and a half. It's 5:30.
Yep, hour 24.
Okay.
But I'll say this: I just pulled up on YouTube. Jocelyn asked twice. She needs a pop up in LA.
Oh, that's business.
Oh, find us a place, Jocelyn.
you know Jocelyn?
Jocelyn is my brother's girlfriend.
Oh, is it? Dang.
Maybe. I mean, that's the only Jocelyn I know.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it could be. You know, people on YouTube are like weird. A lot of people use like handles and stuff, and I don't know who half the people are half the time. I'm just like, all right, cool. Just say your question, you know, or whatever. But that's all right. Thank you, Jocelyn, for watching and for putting that. It's in their head now.
Well, I've told him like my brother's going to L.A. today. So my uncle's birthday tomorrow.
Oh, sweet.
But like L.A., like if you ever been out there, like if you
Never.
ever go out there, like smash burgers are a dime a dozen.
Oh,
out there.
yeah.
Are they
You
really?
cross
Oh,
the
there's
street,
so
smash
many,
burger,
dude. Yeah.
smash burgers. But the coolest one that we follow over there is Heavy Handed. They're
Mhm.
very well known and popular over there. I went over there, tried them. I think our burger's better than them, but
Yeah.
it is what it
You're
is.
biased.
Yeah, but Easy Street Burger's another one
Uh-huh.
that's over there in Goldsburger. Like
Yeah.
those are like our top three like smash burger places
Over
in LA.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, it's crazy. We always get the trend. You know, it
Last.
starts there and then we
Yeah.
get it here. So you're like on the you know, right on the tip, on the cusp, on the verge.
When we started, we thought we thought it was already passed.
I know.
Really?
Yeah, because we were like the guy we follow. He had been active for like I think like 3 or 4 years at that point. So we were like, I mean, we didn't even know it was a trend until we started doing it and seeing like other like, and then we're like, oh wait, I think we were really early, dude.
Wait
I
a
mean,
minute.
like the first I don't know, like no, well that's a steak burger, but like what is it? Sonic? Is it Sonic? Not Sonic.
Was it a steak and
Steak and
shake?
Shake.
Steak and Shake? Those are kind of press burgers, aren't they?
Yeah, I think like they were a lot of like even like McDonald's, I guess technically, or like
Nah,
Waffle House has
That's
like
not even a
a
burger. Is that even
No.
real meat?
No, it's probably yak meat, probably. You know.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Like a fresh McDonald's, like McDouble with like fresh crispy fries, dude. I had one the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, dude, it's honestly pretty. If it was like that every time, it'd be good. It'd be.
Yeah,
they'd be
my girl, her daughter wanted McDonald's for dinner the other night. Like one night a week we'll do takeout, or you know whatever. And she was like, I want McDonald's, and I was like, I'll just eat a fucking peanut butter and jelly or something, you know. And she's like, no, I know you know. So she went, stopped, got me Checkers, but because it's just close. But what do you guys think about those Impossible Burgers or all that shit? That's like,
We actually use our Impossible Burgers for our veggie patties.
do you really?
Yeah. So we do it, but it's hilarious because like they look just like
Oh,
a
yeah,
regular
they
meat
do.
patty, and like
What is that shit made out of?
dude. I don't know.
soy protein.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But it's we cook it, and then like sometimes we'll get confused because a couple of
Like, which
regulars.
one's which?
Yeah, I was like, which one's the veggie ones? Like,
Yeah, they
That's a
like
good-
sear really well. They don't taste bad. Like
Yeah.
as like
Really?
hard pressed, that doesn't taste bad.
So so like they come frozen already. They're already patties. You just like thaw them out, or
It
what?
comes as like a block essentially.
block?
Yeah.
Okay, and you have to slice them yourself, or
I mean, we get to
We just
portion
kinda
control
portion
it.
it
oh,
out,
portion
yeah.
control.
Yeah. So we
Okay.
usually get like 2 doubles out of a pack. And
Okay.
so-
We just don't sell enough to like make our own like type of veggie patty. It's just not. It would just be more trouble than it's worth.
I've never understood why vegetarians or people that like veggie burgers and stuff like. Why do you want a veggie burger? Just like just eat your vegetables.
Just get the garlic.
If you
parm
want to
fries,
eat
dude.
meat, motherfucker, eat meat. Like I just never understood that.
Well, it's crazy. Like we're doing what we do. There's a lot of vegetarians and a lot of non-red meat eaters who came out, and then they were drunk once,
Yeah.
and so they had to have our burger, and I'm like, yo, dude, I'm only cheating on with you guys. You guys are like, I haven't eaten meat in like
Y'all
6,
are my-
7 years, but every time I see you guys, I'm
You're the-
definitely gonna do it.
You're the cheat code.
I was like, yeah, eat my meat.
Oh, put it in your mouth, baby. Yeah, that's crazy. No, I was just thinking about that, like that whole Impossible Burger and Beyond Meat. I'm like, I'll just take real meat. I want right on meat. It doesn't need to be beyond anything. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
it needs to
can't
be
do it.
possible, dude.
Yeah, please give me the possibly meat. Because it's already questionable. I mean, they're starting to like 3D print meat and shit now, right?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
That's crazy.
nuts.
Would
And
you try it?
I mean, probably. But
You think so?
I know some people who are like they're vegans, and they're like, yo, dude, like if that happens, like, I mean, the only reason why I don't eat meat because like poor animal, but like this is a 3D printed like protein,
Really?
dude. I was like, that has no life in it. That's the argument now, but I bet you
Yeah.
it's gonna be another argument later.
Okay. I thought you were saying that's why you don't eat meat. I'm like,
No, I'm a meat loving man.
yeah, I was about to say, how do you not eat meat? I got confused. My brain. Yeah, no. short attention span theater. No, but it's like like the people that don't eat. I don't know. So like just feed your cat meat, please. Don't try to the vegans that like try to make their cats vegans. I bring this up almost every time vegans come up. Like cats, they will die. You have to feed them meat.
They are carnivorous.
Carnivorous. Yeah,
That's one.
Yeah, meat eaters, for sure. No, but I don't know what I was thinking of. Why that came up in my brain right then and there. But I was like in wrap up mode, and I was like, that just popped in my head. So no, so they do have for stuff for vegans, guys. You can go out there and enjoy. At least just get you a handful of grilled onions or something. And some
fries.
And some aioli.
Fries and ketchup.
There you go.
Dude. That's where it's at.
That's where it's at. Now, you said that is the aioli on those loaded fries? Is that
no, it's a white sauce.
okay, so it's like a different, because I was just thinking, man, that shit, like I was dipping my fries like in that, and I was like that
garlic aioli is money, dude.
yeah, it's tits. Can you say that? I don't know. I think I just got canceled.
We'll see.
Anyways, dude, thank you so much for coming out here. I really, really appreciate your time. I can't say that enough because I know y'all are busy and you have your business and everything, and it's just like for you to spend a little bit of time with little old me and my little old tiny channel. I appreciate it. It's huge to me. Thank you.
We appreciate you having us out, dude.
Yeah, I really appreciate you and like inviting us out and everything.
And if you want, we'll do it again.
Yeah, dude.
Next time we don't have to just talk about y'all. We can talk about whatever. You want to just bullshit. We can do that. Bring some meat and we'll sit around and eat it and talk.
Well, maybe we'll smash some patties out
That's
there.
what's
and
up.
We'll just have a
That'd be
little
cool.
burger
That's
smashing.
what's up. That would be dope.
I met your dogs in there too. They're
Oh,
pretty,
did you?
They're pretty cool.
They're
pretty
chill once
rad.
you get in.
They are pretty rad.
Coming in the front door, they're like, hey.
Who's this?
Yeah, but once you're in, they're like, hey, you're one of
cool.
us. Yeah, you must be cool. I'm like, God,
Yeah.
let you in.
Your beige one was like standing on the left side of the table, so I was like, I'm gonna go around the right, and then I was like, shit.
Yeah, he is the chillest dog you'll ever meet.
Yeah, he didn't seem like it at first.
No, he wants
cornered me.
attention.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
cool.
No, they're both pretty chill, but I know how it is. Once I get my standalone brick and mortar place for this here, I won't have to have that happen anymore.
No, that's cool, dude. The dogs are rad. Honestly, really nice.
Makes it more personable.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Like a lot of big podcasts, they still do it out of their house.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't feel bad at all.
Yeah.
As long as we got a good production and it's all good.
Yeah.
And people get to see you. That's my biggest thing. This ain't my podcast. It was just named whatever I named it, but this is whoever's sitting across from me. This is y'all's podcast. So I really appreciate your time, and I'm really glad that I got to know you guys a little better. Now I know who to look for when I'm out here out and about, and I see Hard Pressed. I'll stop in and say what's up.
Yes, sir.
And you should do that too, and hit them up on Instagram. It's just Hard Pressed Burgers on Instagram, right?
Yep.
No underscores and all that shit.
No underscore.
Because people get weird, but. I mean, and I did when I was looking you up on TikTok. There was other hard pressed things popped up, and I'm like, oh boy.
We just really only have the Instagram, but like I added the Facebook just because some people were like, "Well, I have Facebook." I was like, "I can do that," but then adding the TikTok account was like, "That's just another level I don't want to get involved with yet." So
it's another headache.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got to get weirdly creative on TikTok, otherwise you're wasting your time.
Yes.
But and while you're at it, go follow them, and then go eat there. And you got the location that's at the Ink Factory. They're always there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tuesday through Sunday.
Tuesday through Sunday. Yeah. And you guys, your truck, you kind of pop up wherever, but your schedule will be on the website, right?
Yeah.
Like where you're going to be.
Yep.
Dope. Well, man, I look forward to eating more of your food, putting more of your meat in my mouth, and and sitting down again. Hey! And we love you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Go follow us, too, on all the things. All right. Peace.
I'm not gonna lie, I like kind of doing it